Welcome back to my channel, guys. As you guys know, about a week ago, I was very fortunate to pick this up for about 300 USD. It's the SKX009. This is the J version, which really was part of my dream coming true at that moment. Now, I had this particular SKX on my wrist for about 3 days straight. To be absolutely honest with you guys, I was actually wearing this watch even while I was sleeping. However, I just want to see the differences between the experience between the SKX and the SRP Turtle. So what I did is I put this on my wrist yesterday for about 24 hours. And today, I just want to take this moment between work, just have a quick video just to show you guys the differences between those two watches. I mean, they are both very popular for everybody out there who's had this hobby for a lot longer than I am. Seiko fans out there that you guys been with the brand for a lot longer than I am. There's really no introduction to those both watches, especially for this one right here. Now, I'm very fortunate to have two in my hands, but really, I think the purpose of this quick video is really for the people and for the fans out there that actually bought this first. And then, while they spending more time in the watch collector journey, and when they look into the history of the divers that are made by Seiko, they inevitably will, stood up on the SKX, and they were wondering, since I already have the Turtle, which is a great reissue of, correct me if I'm wrong, the 6309, should they spend more money, especially with now inflated prices after discontinuation of the SKX, should they pick this up? Now, when you're putting them together, which I appreciate that you're looking at them right now, you can tell both watches are in cushion case style. From a dimension perspective, they are both having a very great wrist presence. Of course, the Turtle is larger. I believe this is between 43.5 to 44.5. I can't remember exactly how big it is, but you can tell when you're putting them together, this is about 10% larger. I think that's a sort of right call, 5 to 10%. It looks 10% larger, of course, especially because that larger cushion case. The SKX, however, I think this is a 42 millimeter size. So that's from a dimension perspective. Now, if you look at the thickness, I think they're very similar on the sides, if not the same, just in my eyes. Okay, just in my eyes. Now, a lot of fans out there saying this is a perfect watch. However, it's just a bit larger. That they wish that they come up with something smaller. There you go. SKX is coming to the rescue. There's a lot of fans out there saying this is great, classic color. This is the 779J. Again, if you want to buy the J version of this Turtle, I think it's becoming increasingly hard to find. As you can see, this is the ones without the 3 o'clock loom. All the new ones out there that has the 3 o'clock loom, I think after the change of model names. But the SRP779 is definitely still accessible. It's just the 779J I'm finding is hard to find. So this one will set you up, I reckon, between 300 to 400 US. I'm just taking a guess here. From here, again, as I said before, do your research, keep looking online, eBay, Facebook, local marketplaces. Make sure you spend your time every sort of, couple of days or so to make sure when the seller shows up with a good condition SKX00709, of course, if you're on the J version, you know what to do. You should grab the watch if the price fall into that price range, again, between 300 to 400 USD. Of course, if you're lucky, you can find such a good condition as this one, 300, 350, I think that's a great bargain. Now, from a design perspective, as you can see, from a far distance, they look very similar, but up on the closer observation, you can tell they are quite different. The index is all round shape. However, if you look at 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock indices, they're absolutely different. There are a significant difference in shapes. The Seiko is not applied indices, it's raised indices, which is fantastic. Give that depth and 3D outlook. However, I tell you what, the almost printed indices on the SKS is not far behind from the feeling of quality, because it is just tremendously classic. That when you're holding on your hands, you're holding something special. So they both definitely tick the boxes from design perspective. But if you look at the SKX009, just look at that Divers 200, that orange color with contrast with the red Pepsi bezel. And if you look at the blue portion of the bezel towards that very deep inky blue, the colors of on the 009, It is just tremendous. I really appreciate if you guys can literally look at your phone right now, take a couple of minutes off your work, Google, eBay, go to watch charts, enter the 009J, have a look what's on the forum, what's on the eBay, and have a look around. You want to make sure you grab a good quality, but just make sure you do those things very frequently because they are in so much high demand. When they show up, it will be grabbed within minutes, if not hours. Okay. Again, I'm having a lot of fun with the turtle, to be honest with you. The turtle is great fun. It's a lot larger when you put on wrist. That's why I decided to put a strap around it because, again, then it's much more flatter to your wrist. And very steady on wrist as well, so a lot lighter. SKX wise, I'm just enjoying on this particular bracelet. I think the bracelet is aftermarket, but it's got that Seiko class, which is great. So there you go, guys. Those two watches, can they exist on the same collection? Absolutely, you should. Should you stop buying all the Seikos divers after having this watch? No, pick this up. Now, if you have this already, should you pick up another turtle? Well, this is really depending on the individual preferences. As you see, most of the divers that out there, the Seiko fans knows, they prefer, a lot of people out there, they prefer the old SKX or prior style watches. But you know what? If you're having this already, just have fun with another one. Pick this one up. If one day they decided to stop the reissue of turtles or SRPs or the ones without the 3 o'clock lume, I really believe this one has all the intrinsic value to sustain its value really well. Maybe one day it will be as hard as SKX, probably not. But should you pick that up enjoying the time in the meantime? I think you should. All right, guys, happy days. If you're having those two already, God bless you. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.